Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Dre here, and welcome back to another episode of our career simulation videos that we got going on here. Today, we're going to be doing Jeremy Swayman. Can he fill the shoes that are left by Tuukka Rask? Will he be able to bring Boston to the Cup? What do you guys think? Let me know if you think he's the real deal. So he's going to be paired up with Ulysses Ullmark, and he's going to be a backup on the Boston Bruins. Also, if you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe. We're trying to hit 1,000 subs by the end of the year, and every single sub helps a lot. So also don't forget to drop a like to see if we get 20 likes on this video. And we're going to keep it as realistic as possible. Injuries, trades, call-ups, call-downs. Let's see if he can bring Boston a championship going forward. Boston the playoffs, 54-22-6 record for 114 points. They're basically tearing it up. Jeremy Swayman plays 22 games, 14-4-1, 9-14, 243 average as second fiddle to Ulysses Ullmark. Boston gets to second round, eventually loses to the Toronto Maple Leafs, who are the Stanley Cup champions in 2 games, 894 and a 251 GAA. For Jeremy Swayman. Swayman now is still a backup to Ulysses Ullmark, is an 82 overall. With 42, 31, 9, and 93 points, the Bruins are making the playoffs once again. Swayman still second fiddle, 12, 5, 1, 1, 898, and a 296 GAA. Boston does not make it past the second round to New Jersey, and the Lightning are your Stanley Cup champions going forward. Ullmark played in 9 games, and Jeremy Swayman played 0. Swayman is now an 85, still playing with Ullmark. I believe Swayman is going to take over the net. 49, 24, 9, and 107 points. Swayman does take over. 35 wins, 20 goals, 6 overtime loss, 63 games, 909, 283, and 4 shutouts. So Boston Bruins gets all the way to the Stanley Cup behind Jeremy Swayman, and they're playing the Nashville Predators. And we get a sweep. Jeremy Swayman, the starter the first year, he ends up taking Boston to the promised line and bringing them a Stanley Cup champion over the Nashville Predators. Congratulations, buddy. In 23 games, 16, 6, 1, 893, and a 347. I don't like that save percentage, but hey, you got a cup. Stolarz decides to be Swayman's backup in the next year. So, Jeremy, can you repeat? Can you take it to the promised land again? 49, 28, and 5, 103 points. Boston once again in the thick of it. And Swayman, 39 games, 19, 15, 4, with 3 shutouts, 915, and a 257. And Boston loses out in the ECF to the Capitals and the Vancouver Canucks, are your Stanley Cup champions. In 18 games played, 11-4-2 and 1, 9-16, 267. So those are pretty good numbers. Tristan Jarry comes over now to be the backup to Jeremy Swayman. And Boston once again, 47-24-11 with 105 points, are in the playoffs. Swayman plays 65 games, 38, 18, 5, and 5 shutouts, 9-14, 270. These are excellent numbers. And Boston loses to the Panthers. The Lightning are your Stanley Cup champions again. 5 games Swayman played, 1-1, 921, and a 256. Can't blame Swayman. Peter Mullen is now your backup. He's getting support, but 42, 30, and 10, 94 points. Boston once again in the playoffs. Swayman 69 games, 33, 23, 10, 5 shutouts, 906, 281 GAA. Good numbers. Boston once again eliminated by the Lightning, and the Canucks are the Stanley Cup champions. In 5 games, 1-1 again, 917 and 274. Mullen is still the backup. Swayman is now up to an 86. Boston does not make the playoffs. 42, 33, and 7 for 91 points. Swayman plays 48 games, 24, 19, and 4, 907 and a 290 GAA. And the Rangers are the Stanley Cup champions this year, taking out the Ducks. Sharov is now the backup to Swayman, and Boston once again misses the playoffs. 40, 33, and 9 for 89 points and not qualifying for the playoffs. Swayman 68, 29, 25, 8, 1 shutout, 896. 330 GAA, and the Montreal Canadiens take out the Ducks in 6 games for the championship. Alfnet is now the next backup, and again, 3 years in a row, 35, 3, 14. Bruins don't make the playoffs. 26, 24, and 12, 64 games, 906, 308. And the Ottawa Senators are now the champions. So he takes his talents to Toronto to be Spencer Knight's backup. In Toronto, can he bring this team a cup? But he gets traded to the Capitals mid-season, 31, 18, and 11. And the Capitals are in the playoffs with 44, 35, and 3 for 91 points. And the Caps don't make much noise. They get eliminated by the Rangers, and Calgary is your Stanley Cup champions. In 6 games, 2-3-1, 9-15, 276. Now he goes over to Edmonton, play with Rodrigue. Why not join McDavid and Draisaitl? 93 points, 43 wins, and 26 wins, 23 and 3, and 893, 56 for 54 games. And Edmonton is in the playoffs and gets swept by the Calgary Flames, Florida Panthers, Stanley Cup champions. 3 games played, 2 losses, 1 tie, 916, 344. Swayman takes his talents now to Columbus to be paired up with Gilson. Columbus is in the playoffs with a 42-34-6 record and 90 points. Swayman plays second fiddle. 23 games played, 11-5-1, 892, 349 average. His numbers are not looking good. Columbus makes it to the second round to the Islanders, and the Bruins are the Stanley Cup champions. Swayman played in one game, 857, 493. Swayman, I'm not liking your numbers. You need to step up. And Vinny is now playing also with Swayman. And Columbus still in the playoffs, 43-31-8 for 94 points. And Swayman plays 36 games, 18-10-4, 900 and 325 GAA. The Sharks are the Stanley Cup champions, while Columbus does not get past the Rangers in the second round. So, Swayman, I don't know what you're doing, but you're not helping. With 2 games played, 2 losses, 892 and a 61.61 GA. Those are phenomenal numbers at age 35. But again, only 2 games. And Pitt decides to be Swayman's backup in Washington. And the Capitals are in the playoffs, 43-32-7. Swayman plays 63 games, 34-22, 1 shutout, 893 and a 354. The Caps don't get past Ottawa. And the Kraken are your Stanley Cup champions. Swayman 5 games, 1-4, 867 and a 529 GAA. He goes to the Ducks, playing with Comesso, and 23 wins, 16, 3 shutouts, 900, 324, and the Ducks don't make it to the ECF Western Conference Finals, and they end up losing. And Swayman plays 8 wins, 6-1, 905, 327, going from there. And basically, he ends up retiring, only getting 1 Stanley Cup championship with the Boston Bruins when he first took over. I expected better numbers from your GAA and your save percentage, but hey, you managed to bring Boston a cup at one point or another, and then you were Mr. Journeyman. But overall, decent career, but nothing too spectacular. All right, guys, I'm going to end the video here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care.